Hello, everybody on YouTube. This is Reed and Eric here with Industries Garage, and today we're going to do a review on the Triumph Bobber Black. Now, I had a chance to go ride this, and I got to put a special thanks out to Eurotech for giving us an opportunity for Industry Garage to go out and take this Triumph Bobber Black out. Eric, you got to see me ride this thing, and I got to tell you, this bike was so much fun to ride.
Warm and fuzzy with this bike, I see.
I am very warm and fuzzy with this bike. The thing that is special about the Bobber Black is, it's got the larger forks in it. It's got the dual disc brakes, and instead of that, slimmer 19-inch wheel, it's got the little bit wider 16-inch wheel. So you get a little bit of a beefier suspension aspect to it. But I was amazed at how smooth the suspension was. This style bike is what I would attribute to a factory version of your standard bar hopper.
Well, it is called a bobber, and I assume that Triumph is following that persona of the motorcycles, which is exactly what the bobber is an in-town bike night. What my question is, out of cruiser, how did the motorcycle ride in comparison with other bikes in industry? Okay, like your riding position, your feet position, with forward controls, that kind of.
The fact that it had a solo seat kind of detracts from having a passenger.
Sure.
But it was nice because the way they set it up with the seat kind of suspended there, and you still have the swing arm effect in the back. You didn't get the impression that you were going to bounce off of the bike. And where the handlebars were at and where the hand grips were was a very casual, easy, smooth position to where you didn't feel uncomfortable in riding it.
What was visibility like on the Triumph?
Visibility was extremely well done. The way the ergonomics of the front of the bike are designed, where the pipes come down, you can easily see the road in front of you. Looking left or right, there's nothing to obscure your vision. As you roll on the throttle and accelerate, it was an instantaneous low-end torque that you didn't have to wait on.
Let's talk about the not just the ratios of the transmission, but the throw of the shifter to get it to shift, and how easy it was to find neutral, or if you found it all the time on accident, which is always a good time.
Well, because it was new, you could distinctly tell that it was still breaking in. I mean, it had that very firm feel, and when you pushed it down, you may had to put a little bit more effort than what you would have to put into it maybe after it's had 100 or 200 miles on it, where everything's got a full break-in. What I really truly liked is how responsive it was for a bobber.
But did it steer long?
It did not. And that's what I was truly impressed with.
Well, the styling of the motorcycle does have a pre-60s kind of look about it.
When you look at it, you think it's carbureted.
It does. It has the effect of the old GP Amos, which I thought was really cool. I was like, oh, it's got Amos, but it's injected.
I mean, it looks like somebody has taken the time and effort to outfit an old Triumph and give it that 60s style. But it's got all the modern benefits of what you're looking for in a motorcycle today, with fuel injection, upgraded suspension,
better brakes.
The seat is extremely comfortable from the factory. This is one that you can ride all day long. You don't have to worry about pinching or odd pressure points on your seat. When I ride, I'm always concerned about pressure on my pelvis area, particularly in the hip sockets.
Yeah, a lot of riders complain about cramping in the hips, and I got to stop and stand up and stretch. And I know a lot of you viewers out there have been there. If you ride a motorcycle, you've been there.
So with the bobber, I didn't have those issues, which was really nice to get on a straight from the factory model and not have to deal with the discomfort.
Having said that, then with a full tank of gas, and the gas tank has a generous amount of gasoline that it holds. So our range is large. You think that you could ride tank to tank without a lot of issue?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is one of those bikes that, if I was in a riders club or if I wanted to go on a poker run, or I wanted to go on a dinner ride, I could absolutely get on this bike and go long distance. And if I wanted to cruise on it, it's what I really like about the rear fender situation on this. It's that external strut support for the rear fender.
Right.
So you could easily put on a soft bag system, drape over that fender, and it's already protected. Secure the saddlebags to that fender support, and go.
Think you could do a weekend ride?
Oh, absolutely.
So one of the characteristics of vertical twins, okay, or parallel twins, is a lot of high frequency buzz that is also synonymous with a lot of four-cylinder bikes.
Right.
So the engine balance on the Triumph was good, not a lot of buzzing in the hand.
You actually got very similar to like when I ride a Harley Davidson. You've got that kind of a lower, vibration.
Let's talk about the exhaust note of the bobber with the standard pipes.
It sounded almost like the motor had more muscle to it than it was originally designed to have.
Like it had already had some hop-up work to it.
Exactly. If you're interested in getting the Triumph Bobber Black Edition, be sure to check out the Triumph website to get more detail on what it's about. Special thank to Eurotech from Oklahoma City for allowing us to take the Bobber Black out, and we can bring this to you. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date on the latest motorcycle reviews and parts and gear and features that we're doing here on Industries Garage.